The relevance of religion in the modern era, a rebuttal to secularist views. Amidst the rapid advancements of modern civilization, there arises the notion that religion has lost its relevance. Secularists argue that modern humans no longer need religion to live a meaningful and moral life. They point to many non-religious individuals who behave well, care for others, and contribute positively to their communities. However, this perspective contains a fundamental error that must be refuted with strong arguments, especially from the Islamic viewpoint, which offers a holistic understanding of human nature and morality. Religion as an irreplaceable human nature. Islam views religiosity not as an optional addition in life, but as an innate instinct inherent in every human being. Allah, the Exalted, says in the Quran, "So set your face uprightly towards the religion of Allah, remain upon the FITRAH of Allah upon which He has created mankind." There is no change in the creation of Allah, that is, the upright religion, but most people do not know. Quran, Surah Ar-Rum, verse 30. This verse shows that spiritual needs are an integral part of human nature that cannot simply be erased by the progress of the times. This FITRAH manifests itself in various forms of searching for meaning, purpose in life, and answers to fundamental existential questions. Even if someone claims to be non-religious, they still have spiritual needs that are often channeled through ideologies, philosophies of life, or even fanaticism towards worldly things. This proves that religion is not something that can be ignored, but a basic need that will always exist within humans. The limitations of morality without an absolute foundation. One of the fundamental weaknesses of secularism is moral relativism, which is its logical consequence. Without religion, the standard of good deeds becomes relative and depends on social consensus, culture, or individual preferences that can change at any time. What is considered good by one society may not be seen the same way by another. What is considered right in one era may be rejected in the next. Islam offers a solution to this problem by providing an absolute and universal moral standard. Good and evil are not determined by the limited preferences of humans, but by the revelation of Allah, the All-Knowing. This standard does not change with time, place, or culture, because it comes from the one who is absolutely perfect. Thus, Islamic morality provides certainty and stability that cannot be offered by the relative moral system of secularism. Spiritual motivation as a consistent driving force. The fundamental difference between religious and secular morality lies in the motivation that drives it. A person without religion may do good because of natural empathy, social norms, or the desire to be respected by society. However, these motivations are temporary and conditional. When situations change, social pressure disappears, or personal interests are threatened, that moral consistency can falter. In contrast, believers do good out of piety to Allah, awareness of His supervision, and belief in accountability in the hereafter. This motivation is internal, consistent, and does not depend on external factors. A pious Muslim will remain honest even when no one is watching, remain just even if it harms themselves, and continue to do good even without praise. This creates a higher and more sustainable moral quality. Lessons from Rhythm Zero: The Fragility of Morality Without Supervision. Marina Abramović, a Yugoslav performance artist, in her controversial work, Rhythm Zero, in 1974, unintentionally provided empirical evidence of the fragility of human morality without a strong system of supervision and accountability. During a 6-hour performance in a gallery in Naples, Abramović provided 72 different objects, from flowers and honey to knives and a loaded pistol, and allowed the audience to do anything they wanted to her body. The results were shocking. At first, the audience behaved politely and respectfully. However, as time passed and with no real consequences, they began to act more and more destructively. Abramović's clothes were torn, her body was painted on, she was forced to drink alcohol, and someone even pointed a pistol at her head. The performance only ended when Abramović moved and looked directly at the audience, who then panicked and fled. This experiment shows just how vulnerable human morality is when there is no supervision, consequences, or clear ethical framework. In normal contexts, these same people might be polite and well-behaved individuals. But when the situation allows them to act without accountability, the dark side of humanity comes to the surface. Relevance of the concept of Muraqabah in Islam. Abramovich's performance provides a powerful illustration of the importance of Muraqabah, awareness of Allah's supervision, in Islam. A Muslim who possesses Muraqabah will continue to guard their behavior even when no one is watching, because they believe that Allah always sees and records every action. This concept creates an internal monitoring system that is far more effective than any external surveillance. Moreover, Islam also teaches the concept of accountability in the hereafter, making every individual aware that no deed escapes reckoning. This system of accountability provides strong motivation to consistently do good and refrain from wrongdoing, even in situations where it would be easy to act otherwise. Religion as a comprehensive value system. Religion, especially Islam, does not merely provide fragmented moral rules, but offers a comprehensive worldview about the nature of humanity, the purpose of life, and relationships with other beings. This value system gives deep meaning to every aspect of life and creates internal coherence that cannot be provided by the fragmented philosophies of secularism. This value system gives deep meaning to every aspect of life and creates internal coherence that cannot be provided by the fragmented philosophies of secularism. In Islam, doing good is not just for social harmony, but is an act of worship that brings one closer to Allah. In Islam, doing good is not just for social harmony, but is an act of worship that brings one closer to Allah. Caring for the environment is not only for sustainability, but also because humans are stewards on earth who will be held accountable. Justice is not only for social stability, but because Allah loves those who act justly. Conclusion. The view that religion is no longer needed in the modern era is a simplification that misrepresents the complexity of human nature and the moral challenges faced by contemporary civilization. Although there are non-religious individuals who behave well, this does not prove that religion is no longer relevant. On the contrary, religion provides a solid moral foundation, consistent spiritual motivation, and a comprehensive value system that cannot be replaced by anything else. Marina Abramovich's work, Rhythm Zero, offers a valuable lesson about how fragile human morality is without a strong system of supervision and accountability. Islam, with the concept of Muraqabah and accountability in the hereafter, provides an effective solution to this problem. In a modern era full of moral and spiritual challenges, religion is increasingly needed as a compass that guides humanity toward a meaningful and consistently moral life.